Welcome. It's time to meditate with Cory and go on a very special adventure tonight. Are we ready? Okay, so get yourself up into bed. Make sure that you're all comfortable. Make sure that your pillow is comfy underneath your head so it can relax. And you're all snuggled up. If you want to, you can grab hold of your favorite teddy or doll, whatever you like to sleep with. Go ahead and get that as well. I don't know if you know already, just by listening to the background music, but today we're going to go to the ocean. Can you hear the waves? Okay, so start by just taking a nice, deep, calming breath for me. Just like the waves, we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So we start to get relaxed. Now, if you haven't done so already, close your eyes because you're going to use your imagination in this meditation. And when we close our eyes, it's much easier to use your mind and imagine pictures inside your mind when your eyes are closed. So I want you to imagine, instead of laying on your bed, you're laying on the beach. You can hear the waves crashing back and forth in the background, and it's a lovely sunny day. I want you to imagine that on this nice sunny day, it's going to be the first time that you try your new snorkel. Imagine that your mom or your dad just bought you a new snorkel for the beach, and today is the day that you get to try it out. Now, it's a very, very special snorkel because it's very clear. When you look at it, you've tried it out already in the shower or in the bathtub, and you can see as clear as day underneath the water when you put your snorkel glasses on. And then it also has a tube so that you can put your head under the water, but you can also breathe at the same time. So you can swim with your flippers on and breathe and look whatever it is that you want to look at underneath the water while you're breathing. It's a very cool snorkel. And you're very excited, and I want you to imagine with your eyes closed that today is the day that you get to try it for real in the ocean. First of all, let's make sure that we're completely relaxed, because when we relax, it allows us to use our imagination so much more clearly. So as you lay there on your towel and the sun is shining nice and bright in the sky, you can feel it shining down on your skin and it's very warm and very soothing. The sound of the waves down on the beach, on the shore, are very relaxing as they just go back and forth, never-ending waves. Sounds very calming. And as you lay there and you breathe in and out, just like the waves, I want you to think about relaxing your feet. So using your mind and the power of your mind, I'd like you to tell your feet to relax. It's time to relax. And you can take a nice deep breath if you want to. There we go. Now, using your mind again, imagine that your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, and your thighs, so your entire legs and your feet are relaxed. You feel very, very comfortable as you lay there on the beach. Now, using your mind again, tell your hips, your back, your tummy, all to relax. Your shoulders, your neck, your arms all the way down to your fingertips are relaxed. You're doing really, really good. Now make sure that your head is completely relaxed. Just let it rest and melt into the back of the sand on the ground. So your whole body is now completely comfortable and ready to go on a very special journey. Wait until you put on your snorkel. I'd like you to pick it up and start to walk down to the ocean. You can dip your feet in the ocean, in the waves. It feels very cool. It's just the right temperature. It's not too cold. It's perfect for snorkeling. You can wet your snorkel and get it ready and just rub it in the water and then put it on your head and make sure you can see all nice and clearly. Now it's time to start to float with your snorkel on. So you lay down and you float with your snorkel. Now the best thing about this snorkel is it gives you very special powers. You didn't know this, but it does. Whenever you put this particular snorkel, no other snorkel is like it out there in the world. So you won't have magic powers when you wear an ordinary snorkel. this very special snorkel that only works when you snorkel with me. So if you tried to do this on your own, it probably wouldn't be a good idea. But when you wear your snorkel, when you go with Cory and you meditate, that's when it becomes a magical snorkel. And I'll tell you why it's magical. Because even if you can't swim, and even if you can't breathe underwater, which nobody can, unless you're a fish, when you wear this magical snorkel, you have the ability to swim just as strong as the strongest, biggest shark in the ocean. Can you imagine that? You can swim so good with this snorkel on, so powerful. And you don't have to come up for air. You can breathe because it's a magical snorkel. You can breathe underwater and you can go on a very, very special journey with the fish. And that's what we're going to go do today. So make sure that you're laying down in the ocean and you'll notice, just like fish, it feels like you can breathe underneath the water. And just like fish, you have a very powerful swim. So let's start swimming. Start going further out into the ocean, and you feel very safe. You feel like you could swim for miles and miles and miles if you wanted to, because you're wearing your special snorkel. Now we're going to swim for 5 seconds. And by the end of those 5 seconds, you'll be out deep enough in the water to meet some very, very special friends waiting to meet you down there in the world below the ocean. 1, 2, 3, keep swimming, you're doing really, really good. 4, 5, now you can dive deep, 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 deep. Swim, kick your legs, kick your arms, keep swimming, going deeper and deeper. Everything is so clear. You can see the coral reefs and all the tiny little fishes, all different colors swimming down there at the bottom of the ocean. Just take your time and look around. There's hundreds and hundreds of tiny, tiny little fishes. Bright yellows, some have got red on them, some are blue. They're so beautiful, like rainbows of fishes. And they're all swimming in the coral and doing their thing and talking to each other. And you, my friend, because you're wearing the magical snorkel, you can get to hear what they're saying. Swim closer. No, it's my turn. It's my turn. No, it's my turn. It's my turn to go under the coral. No, it's my turn. No. They're saying all sorts of crazy stuff. They're talking about fish. They're talking about each other. They're talking about the coral and how much it's a nice day. And they're even talking about you. Wow, they look so big. They look as big as a shark. That's what one of them says. And then the other little fish says, yeah, but not all sharks are dangerous, you know. Some sharks are actually nice. I am friends with some sharks. And then another little fish goes, yes, me too. I am friends with some sharks. Not all sharks are predators, you know. And the first little fish says, my mom and dad said all sharks are dangerous. All sharks do is eat us. And the other little fish said, yes, some sharks do. Some sharks, like great white sharks and hammerhead sharks and tiger sharks, now they may eat you. It's best to swim as fast and fast and fast as you can to get away from those sharks. But that shark up there, he's talking about you, by the way, doesn't look that scary. That shark doesn't look like a predator. That shark could be a basking shark or an angel shark or a blue shark or maybe a cookie cutter shark. A cookie cutter shark? There's no such thing, says one of the little fish. Yes, there is, said the main fish. Yes, there is a cookie cutter shark. I know all about it. We read about it in school. Said the other little fishes. It could also be a goblin shark or a mako shark or a thresher shark. There are so many different sharks. I think that's a nice shark. He's still talking about you. Well, how will we know? How will we know if it's a nice shark or not? Well, all the different sharks have different sizes and they all look different, and some of them have stripes, some of them have crazy heads that look like hammers, some of them even have tails 10 feet long. Can you believe it? That's a thresher shark. A thresher shark has a tail that's 10 foot long. And do you know what? There's a shark called a whale shark that is the biggest shark ever. The whale shark is sometimes up to 30,000 pounds. Can you believe it? 30,000 pounds. Wow, 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 say all the little fishes. You're so smart. You know so much about sharks. Yes, I know I do. 'Cause I like sharks. Now, let me tell you something. This is how I know that that's a nice shark up there. How do you know? How do you know? Well, it's quite big. And most of the big sharks are the ones that are very gentle, that don't even eat people, or other fishes, or seals, or other sharks, or even birds. Some fish, some sharks will eat just about anything. But most of the big sharks are very gentle, and all they eat is plankton and shrimp. So we will be very, very safe, my friends. Cool. Well, in that case, maybe we'll let that shark up there come a little bit closer so we can see. That means you can swim down a little bit closer, and those fish down there in the coral are not gonna swim away. You get to get really, really close to them. Pretty cool, eh? Swim down. Swim down closer so you can hear them really clear. the tiny bluefish that is a shark expert that seems to know everything about sharks says. And, my friends, did you know that sharks actually have babies and they call them pups? Like puppies? Like puppies? Like puppy dogs? One of the other little fish says. And he goes, no. Baby sharks are called pups. How cool is that? And also, another very interesting fact is that sharks have to keep moving. They move all the time. They never, ever stop moving. Do you know why? And the little fishes all go. He's got lots of little fish listening to him now. They're all gathered around. The red ones and the yellow ones, and there's some extra blue ones, and they're all very excited. And he says, do you know why they never stop moving? And he goes, it's because they breathe by moving, because when they swim, the oxygen goes through their gills and their fins on their neck, and it causes the oxygen in the water to get into their bloodstream, and that's how they breathe. So if they stop moving, they can't breathe. That means they have to move even, get this, even while they sleep. How cool is that? That's really cool. It's really cool. Yes, it's so cool. Sharks sleep and swim at the same time. So cool. The bluefish says, anyway, my little friends, I think that person, or whatever it is, up there, swimming above us with what seems like a snorkel, so maybe it's not a shark. I know what that is. That's a human being. And they're snorkeling. And they're watching us right now. Say hi. And as you look down, you notice that all the little fishes are waving their fins. Hi up there, hi. Did you know that some sharks are even nice sharks? Some sharks won't eat you. That's what the little blue fish is shouting. You can nod. Yes, I know now. Thank you, my little blue fish friend. I know lots and lots about sharks because of you. Thank you for my shark lesson. You're welcome. You're welcome, human being. Come back again. Come and see us again soon. And with that, you start to swim back to the side of the ocean. I'm going to count to 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You walk back up the shore, back onto the beach. Lay down on your towel and take off your snorkel. Remember, no other snorkel in the world works like this one. So you have to stay safe. And only when you wear your magical snorkel, when you meditate with Cory, is when you go out in the ocean on your own, okay? Now, lay down on your towel and let the sun warm your cool, wet body. Taking a nice deep breath. And as you breathe in, you notice that you start to feel quite tired and sleepy. It's hard work swimming with the fish, isn't it? Be nice to just kind of go to sleep right now. You hear the waves in the background. They're very calming and soothing. And you start to let your body completely rest. Breathe in and rest. Breathe out and rest. Breathe in and rest. Breathe out and rest. Now, my little sleepy friend, it's time to sleep. See you next time.